Alright, so this... I actually did this before the power outage and was working on the first day with some new tweaks then. But because I had been able to unlock the bus earlier, I discovered, this was new information to me anyway, that there is a desert festival that coincides with berry season. It takes all day hip chucking those berry bushes all over town. Berry season. I don't have time in the day to do both. Except there was a mod I had seen and gone past a couple of times that freezes time in the evening. It does it at default at midnight, but you can change that. Which means things that require the passage of time, like furnaces, crystallarium, recycling machine, all those sorts of things that require in-game passage of time, freeze. But hip-chucking berry bushes, spend all night doing it, time won't advance. And that, because that doesn't even consume stamina, even without the mod that lets my energy and health slowly regenerate if I'm standing still, wouldn't even matter. But I do have that, which means it makes things in the mine a little easier, because I can take the trip home, empty my inventory, or I can take the trip up to the Adventurers Guild and then go back in. It also meant that, and this took quite a lot of time and patience on my part, and the kicker is, I was most of the way through that work, or I was making significant progress. I don't know that I was actually most of the way through it, but I had been making good headway on that when that power outage happened. Now, I have an uninterruptible power supply, which means I can exit and shut down my computer safely. It didn't mean I had however the fuck long it was going to take me to clear my whole map before doing that. And I wanted to have that cleared with the starting tools and as much as they can do, but that's most of it on day one. So of course I had to redo that from scratch, but this does have that. But yeah, self-serve, really it means that you can walk up to their counter and interact with it. Like, I can buy stuff from the carpenter, even if she's upgrading something. It also happens to mean I can have Clint crack open geodes while he's upgrading a tool, which is something he should be able to do any fucking way. But that also allows for that. If you have access to their counter, you can just interact with the counter as if they were standing there. Time freeze is at, I have it set at 1:30, but it does what it says on the label. Friendship tweaks, you can customize. The multiplier, the friendship point rewards are. And even though I have that to be a small multiplier, it's had outsized effects, so I'm not sure that that one's working the way it says it is, because, yeah. So, I do also have, I mean, you can see the mods I have. This one flows off the edge, but that's the one that has, those re-rolls that I had mentioned before. Today, with this one, was the first time I had access to the desert. I didn't go fishing while I was there. Fuck. I did forget to do something. It's fine. I can't complete that bundle yet anyway. I have all the fishing I can do this season for the bundles done, because I really only care about the fishing for the bundles. But I have an extra square that I didn't mean to do with this, but oh. I can hit a hotkey and show that. So I'm short one there, which I shouldn't because I know I had done that one. And those two I had accidentally done. But yeah, I'm standing here doing the stuff that actually takes time because I have a bunch of shit to recycle, and then I'll do all the other stuff that doesn't require the passage of in-game time after. But I did clean it up on the first day, and then, you know, as I've upgraded tools, I've expanded on that. Decided not to deal with the cat, just to not have the distraction. Those won't kick over again. Oh, I just did that. Those won't kick over again before 1:30, which is when I have my clock stop. No! God fucking damn it. That is never what I want. I want you to fucking harvest shit. Great. I wasn't trying to interact with you either. Stop. Fuck off. You still get those notices. If you have it freeze at 12, which before I had these, I did, because the added hour and a half of functional time didn't matter yet. You don't continue to get it, it's a one and done. But it also means that I can wait until the end of the day to deal with bundle stuff. I can do you now. I can also do the forage one. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes. need the money because I am just giving myself money. Um, but I am also turning things in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, all of the fishing bundles, frustratingly, require at least one fish that isn't available in spring, regardless of weather. And I haven't seen them on the merchant cart. One of those is you. I don't need that. The other one is you. Neither of those do I particularly care about. One is getting sold, the other is getting stored and probably never used. But that's fine. I don't know if it's... I mean, it would make sense to me if the bookseller hasn't come yet because it's been rainy, but I don't actually know how that works. And I haven't looked up what their schedule is. I can just set another piece up to go. You just go. You go in there, not that I care about you. But, yeah. Now I have a bunch of seeds to plant. Since I went to the desert, I do also have a bunch of seeds there. Probably not that many spots, but I guess we'll find out. It being dark with no torches does make it a little harder to tell. I know you're available, because I just fixed you. I mean, there is also fertilizer built in. Yeah, that was close, but not quite all of them. And I have it as speed fertilizer rather than quality. And I'm upgrading that all of the way before I get anything that goes in it. I will also do the same thing with the barn. this late at night, I can just stand there and think and look. I don't have to pause the game and obstruct my view, which is helpful. Clearly, I've killed enough bugs to have that, which is helpful. And my mushrooms, because of course I have mushrooms in there, are ready on the even days. I haven't fucked that up yet, so it's on even days. I just sent my axe off to get upgraded, which is why that fucker's just standing there. It's fine. It'll come down later. These spring, spring, summer, summer, fall, fall fruit trees. And then one of each of the others who I needed to remember to put the taps for. Do I have the copper? I only need, that's not what I wanted. I only need 6. Because one of each. But I had used up, well, I broke the big stones with the upgraded axe. But I had used up most of my wooden stone. I hadn't bought any. Bought some of that. But I hadn't bought any. So upgrading, well, building and then upgrading now twice. Start working on that tomorrow. The coop burned through everything I had. I had a lot. Oh, I don't have enough. That needed, yeah. I don't have enough. Oh, it's fine, those trees aren't ready yet anyway. Not that I have an axe ready to cut them down, but okay. I chopped down a tree and had a houseplant fall out of it. I'm not even going to pretend that that makes sense, but fuck it, sure. Oh, and I haven't. There are sometimes parts of the loop around town that I used to do first instead of, and actively instead of last. Also, on that first day, I cleared up all the weeds, and I have been trying to keep up with whatever debris accumulates. To obstruct the path, except the stone showed up when my pick was being improved. And now there's wood in the way. But because I can spend the time to keep it cleared, I am spending the time to keep it cleared. And the debris only comes down so far. Oh, there's a thing I'm gonna get in the mail in the morning. Because I have a mod that has Marlin from the Adventurers Guild send me a ring on day 10. 5 days after the mine's open. debris to clear. And that'll help with some things. Now, the hip checking the trash cans I do as I go around town. And since I don't know when friendship events happen, and I don't want to have to look them all up. Now, I also don't think that I should have to follow a convoluted schedule to try and prompt them. Like they should happen without excessive effort on my part, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So sometimes I'm popping into folks' houses just to see if something will trigger. I think I had gotten everything that was on this map already. Sometimes things are close enough to on my path, but like when there's like a dandelion or whatever the fuck over here, I'll get that at night. I'm not wasting my actual useful daytime hours on something like that. I have gotten the bugs and the duggies done. It took lots of little loops through checking stuff, but I've gotten those done. But on any given game day, it does just get to a point where, yes, let me actually make forward progress and yield the benefits of work I have done, because you get the little notice that tells you you're ready for a skill level up, so. Now, clearing the whole lot on the first day meant I got multiple levels of foraging that night, because it was a lot. Okay, all of those are overflow. Grab the stuff I'll want in the morning. That. I get my inventory set up for the next day, the night before. But that also pauses for me now. You shouldn't have anything for me today. Yeah. these do? I didn't make the mod. I'm just benefiting from it. That gets to go in. These are all bundle things. That gets to go in there because there's a bundle that is for. All of those flowers are ready. So I'm gonna have to burn through all that rhubarb. Do I have enough seeds for all of that to be ready all at once? Yes. Yes, I do. Okay. You never want to realize Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday that you need seeds. Because Pierre's fucking closed on Wednesdays. So I saw how many crops are ready to be harvested. I looked at the day and I went, fuck, do I have enough seeds? Not that I couldn't go to the desert and buy more rhubarb. But yeah, okay. So, yeah. Really, I have that because of the glow. And magnet is nice because things shouldn't fucking bounce off the ground and into the water when you're actively, deliberately collecting them. That just pisses me off. So, part of it is circumventing a mechanic that I think is stupid. Like, let it lay there, not bounce off and be destroyed. So that helps avoid that. And the glowing is helpful because of all the all but limitless nighttime hours. Being able to see what I'm doing helps. So, like, I would be fine without the increased attack damage, but that's the thing I've got, and you know, I'm not going to complain about the usefulness. But I just wanted to show how. Why do you keep doing that? I tried to plant everywhere, and yet you keep giving me, because it auto waters, you can tell where things didn't get planted by them being dry patches. Motherfucker. Anyway, I just wanted to show the somewhat more convoluted approach I've got now, because this is what I was doing anyway, and about all I had the brain space for at the moment. So, is what it is.